Hello and welcome back. I'm still in Minecraft. This is the episode 2 of my Let's Play. As always, this is Martin, and we are still in the bottom of the pit. Not sure what I'm going to do. Sort of in trouble at the moment. Got no food, but we should get some torches going to refill our supply. That should be plenty. But seeing as we are now more or less established here, start getting the last of the iron, the coal, and then get our tools working. Our chests, furnaces, all that. I'm just going to have a quick last scour through, see if there's any material I missed, but I think we are more or less clear on the surface material. Oh no, missed this one. I have attempted modifying the frame rate problems, so hopefully this time we'll have less lag. It's recording at 5 less frames per second than episode 1. So after this I will review it and see if it has made any positive effect on lag. Okay. Clear. I do remember there was a skeleton up there. I'm going to have to be cautious of him. He may drop down. Mob AI since the new update are less inclined to jump off edges. If they're perched on a ledge, they'll stay there. So what I'm going to do, if lag is more favourable to me than last time, I'm going to dig underneath him and knock his legs out. This could go so horribly wrong. I could be waiting to respawn in a few seconds. Where did he just... No. Oh, hello guy. Creeper's gonna creep. There's a spider right on the surface, I can tell. He's tracking me. Oh dear, I can't see him at all. So we're going to go back down and just start getting our tools, our armour. We're trying to get another chest plate. No, not chest plate. Legs. He may be behind that block up there, so I'll be sure to getting him later. One thing I did learn is that I'm not really talking as I could. I believe it's a bit drony, so I'm going to have a go at bringing my voice up a bit, changing the volumes. Hopefully less monotone as it could be, as it's put. Not a bad start though. Reviewing the first footage, I realised I walked past those pigs at the very spawn without even looking at them. I said to myself, go back and get them. Completely forgot about it. So that's I guess I'm not used to this recording, so I'll hopefully get used to that and stop making those mistakes in the future. What to talk about? It's very difficult to generate conversation with yourself, as I found. It's long, awkward pauses while I'm just twiddling around, grabbing material. 6, 7, let's get some trousers. Ah, we've got bone, excellent. So I think what I'm going to do this episode, seeing as we are... Ah, daytime, excellent, okay. New plan. Let's go out to get some seeds. And then start on setting up our long-term base here. I've decided I will stay here. It's pretty much exactly what I need. Or like, rather. Huh. So much for lack of sugarcane. It's everywhere. There's a lot of sand up here, so if I do collapse the roof, I'll get a lot of sand out of that. Be able to make plenty of glass, sandstone. I do like sandstone as a building material. And the new texture to it, what you can do is you can place 4 regular sandstone blocks in a square in the inventory here, and it will generate a new texture. Actually, let's try that now. So, as it is, sandstone looks like that, similar to cobblestone, but with the sand texture. And then if we do that, changes it, you get the same amount of blocks, but they arrive in that texture. Now that I do like, and in a room like that, if you had a different texture floor, say like vivid green grass or wood for example, looks very nice. Some bones and arrows up here. I saw a spider, if he's still there, which he isn't. Lots of mountains. I'll get some wood from this swamp over here. Is that standalone or is it only half rendered? I can't tell. That is an impressive mountain. Big block of it. I don't necessarily like building structures out on the surface. I like building passageways, tunnels and walkways underground, so that's why I did pick that cave there straight away. And I don't like swamps, really don't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of all this wood, so the trees are gone, because you can see here there's a transition between desert tree and swamp tree in the leaf colour. Not liking that. On the plus side, as I always try to look at things on both hands, lily pads, I do like them, and I have had an idea about making a water walkway with the lid of which, sort of the surface, layered with lily pads. So, might have a shot at that. Not doing very well for animals, and this could end horribly, but there we go, risk versus reward. Got some coal. Yes, as I said in episode 1, I do like building. I'm more of a constructive person. I am by profession or trade engineer, so I do like, I'm sort of in that mindset of creativity, building. So when I do build things, I'll try and build them as realistically as they would be built anyway. Not going to go into huge details, but for example, if I were to build a glass dome, for example, there'd be the struts and the beams holding the roof, even though it's self-supported. I'll add that in as a detail. Excuse me. Time-wise, managed to completely mess it up last week, and last episode, sorry, and managed to go about 5 or 6 minutes over, so I'm going to try my best. Got the timer here, I'm going to go for 30 at a time, based on the fact that episodes will start at the day and finish at the dusk of the following day. So we are about a third of the way through. That is odd. Plants growing underwater. Never actually seen that before. Yes, as I said, the main base will be in this trench here, but I would like to build a sort of second base or an outpost at that snow forest. When I first approached this as well, I was expecting I was actually surprised that the water hadn't. I was surprised that every single block was in place so that the water wasn't flowing in. Usually when you come across ravines at this sort of level and location, you've got a block or two here missing, and there's water gushing in, and it's dark. And the walls are actually surprisingly smooth. Usually there's all sorts of alcoves and potholes and places for all sorts of birdies to hide. Doing alright. So I've been collecting some dirt. I think that should be enough. And the next thing is I need to go out, grab some iron, get my bucket, take that, start cooking some smooth stone. Now you might be thinking, why aren't I going for a hat? Well, don't really like the hat. I like it as it is there. Hat sort of covers right down to the beak there, so I'll leave it as it is for now. So I think what I'm going to be focusing on this episode rather, is getting food. Because where we are at the moment, there is no animals, apart from sheep. So many sheep, but no chickens or pigs or cows. Cows are probably the most useful food source animal, because as well as dropping another in 2 or 3 at a time, they also drop beef rather, and it's one of the most supposedly filling foods in the game. Melon would be the lowest, then I think it goes bread, pork, chicken, then beef. I think. Don't quote me on that. Let's have a look. You may be wondering what I'm doing here. I'm just going to start getting a water source going. Infinite water source. So back up to the surface, get some stone, water, dirt. It's almost night, so we're going to take shelter shortly. This still is a very precarious method of getting up, but for now we will do. a small alcove in that little section there. I hadn't noticed that actually. What I really don't want is for a creeper just to come up and ruin all this. While they are relatively easy to dodge and run away from, if they just drop down in front of you, you've got like half a second before they go, and then it's all over. Your stuff will be destroyed, anything you placed, crops get completely trashed, and not very nice personalities, creepers. And now you're definitely asking, what on earth am I doing? Well, water can propagate, I think it's 3 or 4 blocks away from the source, so I'm just making the most out of limited water. Tools. Need to get a hoe, and then I think once we got that going, we've got full hunger, full bar of hunger. Words, Martin. Got a full bar of hunger at the moment, so we don't need to eat immediately. And we have in fact got some bones, so we can straight away insta-grow some stuff, and then get more seeds, because we only have 3 at the moment. Now, most occasions, crops will drop the same amount of seeds you have sown, plus possibly 1 or 2 additional, so there's sort of an exponential amount of seeds you can get out of crops. So I started off with 3, I now have 7. Insta-grow the last few of these. And we should have enough now. Nah, that was being optimistic. We don't have enough. But that will do. We have 9 wheat, so that is 3 bread. And I hear a zombie. But no worries, it's probably on the surface. I say that, then I look up and it's so dark up there. Still haven't decided what to do with the ceiling. Oh, hello creeper. You've moved. Teleporting creeper. Haven't decided still what to do. It's a lot of sandstone, it's a lot of material there. I might sort of bore out the walls so it's smooth walls. Widen this end up into a dome or a conical end. Make it follow this curved line around, and then join it back up. Say here. So in the direction I'm facing, sort of bore out all that material. Make the walls all flush, smooth, and I think glass roof. I think. Only bad thing about that is that mobs can see straight through it, and I'll have spiders tracking me almost every single day. So, no rest for me. Again, sorry for the long pauses. It's difficult to think what to say. It's not much. The seasoned Minecraft player will know that there are several steps you have to start off with when you're starting in a survival world. This is one of them, gathering food and making your initial shelter. It's not as interesting as it could be. The more interesting stuff will come when I've got my materials set up and when I am building structures. At the moment it's rather mundane. Just wetting my pants while I try and work out what's going to drop on me next. So, okay, definitely filling this in. Do not want to stack it into there. Okay, well I'm probably going to cut here and while I think about what to say, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back, and what a time to pause. As soon as I pause, Mr. Creeper guy drops up into my face. Now, I hate to say it, but exactly as I said earlier, I now have about a second and a half before he goes. So, I'll make this quick. This could end very horribly, but let's give it a shot. I've got a hit. Oh dear, let's have a look. Oh, what a mess. Okay. It could have gone a lot worse, so I'm happy. At least he's out here. He must have been perched up there. Oh, there's another one. He must have knocked his buddy off. Dropped him down in my face. Okay, so we have approximately 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of this episode left. So while we're doing that, we're just going to take on this last guy. Chicken versus the creeper. Let's tunnel up, pillar up rather. This is a high risk strategy as I am going to be in his field of vision and he's going to go, and if I get knocked off I am in trouble. I knew it! Oh man. That did not go well. That did not go well at all. There were 2 creepers up there. They both went off. And now I'm going back up there for some reason. Oh, he donated his buddy's corpse. Sand. Let's look for that. Fill this hole in. We do not need any more guys dropping down on us. And while we're here we can light up the area. That'll do. That'll do for now. So, take this cautiously. I know I've got lag, so I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm going to be shifting around this area. Oh boy. Hello. It's probably as good as I'm going to get around this area. So let's clamber down. All things considered, that went quite well. Considering it's hard, I'm surprised I didn't take more full damage, although that armour for sure definitely helped. And is this going to get us level 3? We're not that lucky. Shower of debris around the bottom. And it is daytime. So that's approximately half an hour. So I'm going to cut the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.